Hello and welcome back all of you my dear students to our another video. Now from the chapter number 6, 7th and 8th, all these chapters we are learning one of the important point. The point is about the development. Okay, this one word is the center of our discussion in all these chapters. Now when we talk about development, we are not just talking about the infrastructural development, but we are talking about the standard of living of the people and the different types of pillars that are associated with the human life, such as finances. Okay, finance is one of the pillar of looking at the development. Like we see, people with good finances are very developed. We say them as rich people. Then people having adequate money, we will say middle class people. Then the people who have less money or below the poverty line, we say them as poor people. So finances play a major role in the life of the people who are living over there. Okay. Then health. So you see, as we eat different things, as we do different or several works in our day-to-day life, what we are looking at, we want to have a good health. Without this good health, you see, nothing is kind of a lot of more importance without this health that we have. So this is also considered in the development of the standard of living or the way of life of the humans. Then relationships with people, okay, relationships, okay, or family. Then next thing is the business aspect. Okay, if the business is well flourished in a particular region, then you see the people over there will have certain amount of well financial situation, and then due to it, what will happen? Overall development will be seen. Now regarding the business, okay, we will talk about it later on. Next thing is education, because you see, even if we are healthy, even if we have good finances, we have good businesses and we have good relationships with people, but if we don't have any kind of education, due to not having education, we will not kind of have any scientific temperament, and due to not having any scientific temperament, we will not develop ourselves. Okay, we could not go on the next stage of our evolution. So what happens is that as time is passing, we are not just kind of growing. Our kind of standard of living is not just going like this straight as the time is going. It is moving up. Okay, it is kind of gradually increasing. So it depends on us. It depends on our education if we gradually increase or we gradually decrease as the time passes. So good education will be making the good development, or like you see, it will let us grow. Okay, it will make us grow in a certain way. Now today our point of discussion is regarding the industries. Okay, what is the development related to the industries and what is its impact on the finances, health, relationships? Like relationship is not just kind of family relationship. We are talking about the business relationship with the other countries, okay, and the nation, like other nations or interstate relationships. Then education and the business aspect of the life. So let's discuss about development. Who has the responsibility of development? First of all, that is what we will be learning. So as here we are talking about the development of industry. First of all, we will see that who has the authority to do it. So you see, the authority to make certain development in a particular field, we have selected what we call as government. Okay, we elect a particular government, and this government are introducing certain policies, okay, certain policies or schemes which will kind of give us guideline or direction, or it will kind of lay out certain blueprints which will help us to kind of have certain steps of measure to develop the industries in a particular area. Okay, so you see, government has a lot of responsibility of development of the nation, as we have discussed in land use also and in the population chapter also. And like finally we are here in industries, we are also kind of seeing that what is the role of government in a particular field. So as you see, if we want to develop population, what we will do? If we want to develop this population, we will kind of give them good or better education facilities. If we give them good education facilities, then they will kind of become more independent of the government, and in a way government will have less burden of these people, and due to that what will happen is that these people will develop themselves. That is what is the role of government in the development of population, by giving them education. But when we talk about government's role in the development of the industries, we have to make certain policies and schemes so that we could make sure that these industries will get suitable environment. Okay, they will get suitable environment and certain laws and acts that these companies or these industries could follow to make progress in their own field. So let us talk about what governments have done, because you see there are two types of government we have seen in we have learned in civics, right? Central government and state government, if we talk about our country. So central government and state government, both of them have their own discretionary powers, and you see these people will make certain law. But states, as the industries are situated in different states, what will happen? States know some things more better than the central government. So that is why states also have the authority to make certain laws or policies or schemes regarding the development, and center will also pass in some cases some regulations and acts for the development. So let's see what Maharashtra state have done, like as we are living in Maharashtra, what our state have done for the development of the industries. Now, in August 1962, okay, just after we got independence, about 15 years later, okay, like 15 years ago, sorry, and 15 years later, after getting independence, we established something called as MIDC. It is called as Maharashtra Industrial Development Corporation. MIDC. So you have to remember this date, 1 August 1962. This was the date on which the Maharashtrian government decided to make a body which is called as MIDC, a corporation which will focus on the development. So what I said, the most important word that we are learning, the development of what? Industries. So which industries? The industries that are related with the state of Maharashtra. Now this corporation have laid out certain regulations, and it has made some facilities in this state so that this like if someone wants to develop some product by using certain raw material, this corporation will provide them the equipments, the land, the warehouses, the storage. All these materials will be provided by these people, MIDC, and they will be working for making the industrial work more easy for the people who want to start any kind of industry. So any kind of production line, if you want to kind of start, we can do it over here by using the MIDC. Now MIDC is set up in one district. Okay, we will kind of select one site, and we will kind of establish this infrastructure for these people who will kind of use this corporation as a manufacturing plant. They will do their own business and they will kind of produce the output. So we here focus on the entrepreneurs, okay, entrepreneurs, so that they could work, okay, they could work their ideas. Because you see, sometimes if I want to start an industries, I might not have that much capital, I might not have the partners, okay, banks may not give me certain loans. So in that case, what we see, this MIDCs will help us to go through this particular dilemma of not having adequate resources, may it be money or may it be the infrastructure for doing this development that we want to do or the product that we want to develop. So that is what MIDC is doing. Now, if MIDC does this thing, what will happen due to that? Let's talk about first pillar. I told you, finance. Okay, what will happen if some entrepreneur causes to use this MIDC to form certain product? It will kind of create a supply chain. Okay, if the product is good, the people will benefit from it. The efforts and the time of the people will be saved due to it. Now, let's talk about finances and the life of the people who will be working in this MIDC or that industry that these people have kind of established. So the per capita income, okay, people will get employment, people will get jobs, right? If these people are setting up industries, then people will get a job, obviously, because these industries will need someone to work in them. And who will work? These people who are locally living. Okay, we want a lot of work to be done in the industry, so for that we will take these laborers or the workers from the local area. So this is a way of creating job opportunities or employment opportunities in a certain region. And what we will do, we will develop industries over there, and of course if the people will get the job, if they will do the work, they will also get the income. And if the per capita income increases, what will happen now? These people will be able to spend this money on certain things that will be kind of ensuring the development of these people. Because you see, if people have money, they will spend it on the health stuff and all these things, okay, on their daily life. They will spend on the education of their children. And if that thing happens, then of course the people will develop. That is the one case. Then let's talk about health. If people will have more health, if people will have more money, they can buy good food and they could kind of have good health. But there is a second aspect of it. Due to development of this MIDC, there might be causes, there might be certain ill effects on the environment. Okay, on the environment it might affect negatively. That is the case. Then if we talk about, I think we have discussed about employment, right? Employment, then finances, per capita income, and the standard of living will be increasing due to this MIDC and the settlement of this MIDC in a particular district. So this is what government does, and due to it, it is ensuring that the consumers also get the benefit of these things, and the people who are working in this field, they will also benefit from this particular step from the government. So that is why you see there are different corporations that have been set up in all of these states. Just like MIDC, there is the Rajasthan Industrial Development Corporation, Gujarat Development. Like you see, everywhere it happens. Every state has its own agricultural output. And I told you, raw material from the agricultural output or the mining industry is used in this industrial sector, and then it is sent in the tertiary sector in the markets. So based on the raw materials that the government, that particular state is producing, it will set up that type of industries in that area. And then this agriculture, this output or the finished products that we are producing, it will be sent in the markets in the different states, or it might also be sent internationally. So if this state is getting money from the exports that it is doing from this state. So what will happen? The cash will be coming into this state. That is what you see will make a state rich. Now, if a state want to become rich, it will highly focus on industrial development, because this is what we are doing. We are adding values in that raw material. So I hope you got the point regarding MIDC, the importance of MIDC, the role of government in it, and what will be the effect of the development of industries in an area regarding the finances of people, health of people, their per capita income, their standard of living, and also the environmental impacts. Now we see we will discuss in more detail regarding the environmental aspect of these industries and the corporate social responsibilities in our next video. So that is the point of our another discussion regarding what do these corporations have as their responsibility towards the society. Because you see, we will not just set up any industries and we will do whatever we want. Okay, we will make a lot of pollution, we will pollute the air, we will pollute water. No, it doesn't happen like that. We have to be responsible, because you see, even if we are generating income from it for others and for ourselves also, we need to have certain responsibility and to do it regarding all these things. So we will see about it. So we will discuss about all these things regarding the corporate social responsibility and the environmental aspect of development of industries in a particular area in our next video. So until then, have a nice week and